Hello everyone, welcome back to Storytime with Wisteria. We are going to actually read a Indian fairy tale called The Demon with the Matted Hair. Of course, it's from India. Once upon a time, when Brahmadatta was king of Benares, his chief queen gave birth to a son who was actually a holy being called the Bodhisattva. On the baby's name day, the king asked 800 wise men, called Brahmins, about his lucky marks. The Brahmins made answer, "Full of goodness, great king is your son, and when you die, he will become king. He shall be famous and renowned for his skill with the 5 weapons. He shall be the chief man in all of India." On hearing what the Brahmins had to say, the king and queen gave their son a different name, the Prince of 5 Weapons: sword, spear, bow, club and shield. The boy grew up tall and strong, wise and good. When he was 16 years old, the king said to him, "My son, go and complete your education." "Who shall be my teacher?" the lad asked. "Go, my son, into the kingdom of Kandahar. In the city of Takasila is a far-famed and famed teacher from whom I wish you to learn. Take this and give it to him for a fee." With that, the king gave his son 1,000 pieces of money and dismissed him. The lad departed and was educated by this teacher, receiving the 5 weapons from him as a gift. When his studies were complete, the lad bade his teacher farewell and began his journey back to Benares, armed with the 5 weapons. On his way, he came to a forest inhabited by the demon with the matted hair. As he was entering the forest, some men saw him and cried out, "Hello, young sir, keep clear of that wood. There's a demon in it, and he of the matted hair he's called. He kills every man he sees." And they tried to stop him. But the Bodhisattva, having confidence in himself, went straight on, fearless as a maned lion. When he reached mid-forest, the demon showed himself. He made himself as tall as a palm tree. His head was the size of a pagoda, his eyes as big as saucers, and he had 2 tusks. He had the face of a hawk, a striped belly, and blue hands and feet. "Where are you going?" "Stop. You'll make a meal for me," the demon did say. Said the Bodhisattva, "Demon beware." With this, he fitted to his bow an arrow dipped in deadly poison and let it fly. The arrow stuck fast in the demon's hair. Then he shot and shot till he had shot away 50 arrows, and they all stuck in the demon's hair. The demon snapped them all off short and threw them down at his feet, then came up to Bodhisattva, who drew his sword and struck the demon, threatening him the while. Its sword stuck in the demon's hair. The Bodhisattva struck him with his spear. That stuck too. He struck him with his club, and again. That stuck too. "You demon," the Bodhisattva cried. "Did you never hear of me before? The Prince of 5 Weapons. This day will I pound you to powder." And he hit the demon with his right hand. It stuck fast in his hair. He hit the demon with his left hand. That stuck too. With his right foot, he kicked him. Again, that stuck too. Then with his left, and again, that stuck too. Then he butted the demon with his head, crying, "I'll grind you to dust." And his head stuck fast, just like the rest had. Thus, the Bodhisattva was 5 times snared, caught fast in 5 places, yet he felt no fear, and he was not even nervous. The demon thought to himself, "Here's a lion of a man, a noble man. Here he is, caught by a demon like me. Yet he will not fear me a bit. Since I have ravaged this road, I never saw such a man." He asked, "Why is it, young sir, you are not frightened of me?" "Why should I fear, demon?" replied Bodhisattva. "For, demon, did you not know? In one life a man can die but once. Besides, in my belly is a thunderbolt. If you eat me, you will never be able to digest it. And this will tear your innards into little bits and kill you. So we shall both perish. That is why I fear nothing." The Bodhisattva meant the weapon of knowledge, which he had within him. When he heard this, the demon thought, "This young man speaks the truth. A piece of the flesh of such a lion man as he would be too much for me to digest. If it were no bigger than a kidney bean, I'd let him go." So being frightened to death, he let go of the Bodhisattva, saying, "Young sir, I will not eat you up. I set you free." And the Bodhisattva said, "Demon, I will go as you say. You were born a demon, devourer of the flesh and gore of others, because you did wickedly in a former life. If you go on doing wickedly, you will go from darkness to darkness." Then he told the demon about the punishments which awaited evil creatures and the rewards which awaited good beings. The demon vowed before the gods to change his ways. Then the prince went on to Benares, armed with his 5 weapons, and became a king who ruled long, but he also ruled righteously. The end. Interesting story, but I understand doing bad in your life may bring you back as something dark. And if you're still bad, it gets darker and darker. I do get that. I really did like that story though, because I think it teaches us many different things within it. There's messages in there. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you if you're listening to my story on the podcast. If you're listening on YouTube, please hit the like, share if you can, and if you've not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Many blessings.